Met Police making initial inquiries into Andrew's protection officers over Epstein files. Sole is one of many police forces looking into allegations following the Epstein files document drop. Ladies and gentlemen, the royal family is in this deep. Yes, it is only Andrew, but Andrew is the brother of the king. Andrew is the brother of the king. If Andrew is going to be charged with any crimes, that is not going to be Andrew. That is going to be the royal family. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to DB Unfiltered. This is Dewey Banaking. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please, I am trying. I am struggling. Just like Prince Andrew. No, not like Prince Andrew, because dude is still living large. But let's be serious. I am trying to get to 100,000 subs, and I know you guys are going to help me get to that 100,000 subs so I can get that plaque and put on this wall. So what is going on today? This news. We got this news today early morning. Can you imagine that today was the 66th birthday of Prince Andrew Mountbatten of Windsor? The English names are crazy. Andrew Mountbatten of Windsor. The first royal family member to be in handcuffs, to be in the police dungeon. And the police, though we are still in doubt with what they said they are going to treat him like any other UK citizen. Are we sure of that? Not sure. So are they trying to tell us that Prince Andrew Mountbatten of Windsor is going to be in a small box, on a cold, it's not even a mattress. If you've ever been to a cell, you know that thing is not a mattress. That thing is like a mat, and it's always green in color. So are they trying to tell us that Andrew Mountbatten, on his 66th birthday, is going to be lying? Because in the cell, you always lie looking at the ceiling, because that is how you start to reflect. That is how you start to see your life. That is how you start to think like, so is this it? If I'm found guilty, so this is the place I'm going to be. But I'm not sure. He is the brother of the king. He is the brother of King Charles, for God's sake. And the police are trying to make us think as if they are going to just allow him to be like a normal cellmate, like a normal person in the cell. I am not very sure of that. But the story, it keeps getting better and better every day. Every day we are learning of something new. And the only people who are almost untouchable are the Americans. Nothing has happened as of yet to any American who was involved with Jeffrey Epstein knee deep. The guy who was sponsoring Jeffrey Epstein yesterday went for a hearing, and a closed door hearing, and the old man was almost, he's 88 years old, but he can remember so many things. But he was almost saying, I don't know. And just for you guys, the supporters of Donald J. Trump, Republicans, MAGA people, those before the election who were saying we want the Epstein file, just for you guys to know that there is a cover-up, if you are still thinking there's no cover-up. Why is it that during that hearing where the Democrats were having in, I presume is Ohio, where they were interviewing, what's his name? Lex something. What's his name? I'll find his name. There was no Republican member of Congress. It's almost like they are not interested. We don't want to hear anything, because our king has said we should let go, we should close it. Our king has said, if you guys keep talking about this thing, it's going to fall on me. And if it falls on me, I am going to drag all of you into it, because guess what? Once you start to work for Trump, Trump sets you up. He forces you to make so many false errors that are going to come back to haunt you. So now everybody involved is kind of thinking, I need to stick to Trump because if I don't, he might throw me under the bus. Remember, he's a president. He is the president of the United States of America. There are things that he can do that nobody else can do. So, what choice have they got now? You have to defend the man. So, Met Police making initial inquiries into Andrew's protection officers over Epstein file. Why? Because those officers used to fly in the same plane with Jeffrey Epstein and Prince Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor. They might have seen those young girls. They were also with Prince Andrew when he used to visit Jeffrey Epstein in Jeffrey's Island and in America. So those guys, they saw it and they closed their mouth. Why? Because before now, the police was there for the royal family at all costs. They were there to give a blind eye and just protect the royal family. That is why they need to speak. They need to speak out. We need to hear from them. The Metropolitan Police is conducting inquiries following allegations relating to Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor's former royal close protection officers. An unnamed former senior Met protection officer told LBC on Tuesday that members of the royal and specialist protection may have willfully turned a blind eye during visit to private island owned by disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein. Survivors have alleged they were trafficked to and abused on the Little St. James Island Epstein purchased in 1998 with money from the billionaire who started saying, I don't remember. I don't remember. Can you imagine? I'm going to put this video up. But let's finish reading this article. A Met spokesperson said protection officers are held to the same high standards of professional behavior as all police officers. You cannot turn your eye to a crime as a police officer. It's your duty to stop crimes. That is why sometimes we even see off-duty police officers intervening when a crime is in progress. So for these guys to be with Prince Andrew, like most of these guys, they know about this picture. They know about this meeting. That is, some people are trying to tell us that this picture is AI generated picture. So are they trying to tell us that this picture was generated in the 1990 something or in the early 2000s and kept so they can get at Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. At this time, we have not identified any wrongdoing by any protection officers. However, initial inquiries into specific allegations have begun so we can establish the fact. As with any investigation, should any new allegation come to light, they will be assessed in the usual way. This includes any misconduct or criminal matters. It would be inappropriate for us to comment further while other inquiries related to these matters are ongoing. Multiple police forces across the country are looking into new allegations relating to Epstein following a tranche of over 3 million new documents released by the US Department of Justice last month. A national group has been set up to support UK forces that are assessing allegations related to the Epstein files, according to the National Police Chiefs Council. This thing is, no matter how Donald Trump and his people are trying to cover this, it's not going anywhere. Once it has involved Prince Andrew, the brother of the King of England, know that it's not going anywhere. Because it's in England, he is going to be held accountable if he committed any crimes. He is going to be held accountable. This is not the United States where Donald Trump is muzzling everybody, where Donald Trump threatens everybody. No, this is not going to happen. And guess what? The royal family has said if he commits a crime, he needs to be charged. But as of now, everything is an allegation. Nothing has been proven yet. Because you are innocent until proven guilty. So this is multiple police forces are looking into new Epstein claims. This man was wicked. This man was a devil. I was watching this YouTube video yesterday where they were saying people used to, a lot of people who were around Jeffrey Epstein used to say he was a what was the word? That he was when it comes to financial, what's it called? I've forgotten this word they use. But there is no record. They say he was a stock trader, he was this and that, but there's no record of him buying any stock. There's no record of him selling any shares, buying any shares. There's no record of him doing anything apart from that money was just transferred to him. What are the businesses that he opened? Who are his business partners? There is none. But he was just rich. How did he become rich? How did Jeffrey Epstein become rich? How did he manage to buy an island? How did he manage to own all these private jets? The Lolita Express. This, people are same like Mr. Donald J. Trump. When you are a human being and you know the caliber of person you are, you know the crimes you have committed, sometimes you let it slip. Last time Donald Trump was asked if he's going to go to heaven, and Donald Trump, in his own words, said that he's not sure he's going to go to heaven. His heaven is right now. That means what he's doing now, he knows this is my enjoyment. Because when I die, I am not going to heaven. He said it with his own mouth. If somebody, we wish, we are hoping to go to heaven. I cannot sit here and tell you that I'm not going to go to heaven. Why? What have I done? What am I guilty of? But if you hear Donald Trump says he's not sure he's going to heaven, then you know this man has been doing some bad stuff. He has been a bad boy. We have heard him say, grab them by the P-U-S-S-Y. We have heard him say, I just pounce and just start kissing girl. I'm just attracted to beautiful girls. We've heard him say that. Every day in Donald Trump's life, he's insulting people, denigrating people, calling people stupid. Even disabled people. But I'm surprised why people don't see him for who he says he is. He does not hide it. The good thing with Donald Trump is, the only thing I can say he's always right about is he does not hide the way he feels. He does not mince his word. Remember last time when he was at the Charlie Kirk Memorial, he said people want him to be nice. He hasn't got any nice thing in him to say about anybody. Even when somebody dies, Donald Trump hasn't got any nice thing to say about them. If you have ever criticized him, I'm still going to say it. I think Donald Trump did not receive any love from his parents. Because somebody who never received any love, somebody who was never liked by any person in his family. They say hurt people always hurt people. So it's hurting in him. Sometimes he looks at, for example, the kind of love that people show Obama, Joe Biden. Donald Trump yearns for that kind of love. Anybody who tells you that he likes Donald Trump is a lie. Because behind his back, they are always saying something otherwise. And he knows that. He knows people do not like him. I don't even think the wife likes him that much. It's just because he's rich. It's just because he's Donald Trump. If he wasn't Donald Trump, she would have divorced him a long time ago. But there's so much for her to lose if she initiated divorce. And there are a lot of secret. Let's not forget, Donald Trump met the wife during that era when they were doing modeling. Jeffrey Epstein, the modeling agency. That is how he met the wife. So there is so much that she has to lose if she should initiate any form of separation. She has to just hang in there and pray to God that this can end as soon as possible. So this case is It's going to be interesting. They say after reviewing our system using the limited information available to us, we found no evidence of this allegation being, let me go back. In a statement, Surrey Police said following the U.S. Department of Justice Epstein file released in December 2020, Surrey Police became aware of a redacted report alleging non-recent human trafficking and sexual assault on a minor in Virginia waters, between 1994 and 1996. They say after reviewing our system using the limited information available to us, we found no evidence of this allegation being reported to Surrey Police. They found no evidence of that being reported. Doesn't mean it did not happen. It doesn't mean it did not happen, because there's a lot that have not been released. There is a lot that has been redacted. So everything, I believe, everything that is said about this evil man, this evil person, is evil. That is why I keep saying, if you're a man at this age, above 30, you don't have children, you have never really gotten married, and people are sending their young girls to you, it's wrong. It is wrong. Those people sending their young girls to you, why are they sending their young girls to an unmarried, childless, old man? Why? It's simple. We all have to just say, hang on. Why is he always around young girls? Why is he always requesting for young girls to come and do him massage? And why are all these billionaires always around him? Why are they always around him? And now, they are all coming out to tell us that I only met him for 1 hour. Once. Everybody met him for 1 hour once. 1 hour once. Some will say I never met him. He was an evil person. And all of a sudden, bam, document drop. There you are. Email. Elon Musk said I never met him. Document drop. Bam. Elon Musk begging to meet him. Actually, it did not happen, but Elon Musk was begging to meet him. Why? Because these rich people, they do deals together. They are always in the room when the deals are being made. And when those deals are being made, those long days on the phone, on board meetings, they want to just go and relax. And they all knew where to go. They all knew where the wildest parties were taking place. That is why Elon Musk was asking Jeffrey Epstein, which days in your island are you having the wildest parties? Because that is what these rich people, they do. Because they think they are untouchable. For them, they believe money can buy you anything. Money can shut anybody. Money can kill anybody. They all have to go down. We take all reports of child and sexual abuse seriously, and therefore, as with any other matter, should new and relevant information be brought to our attention, including any information resulting from the release of materials in the US, we will assess it. There's a Chancellor of the Exchequer, Rachel Rees, said Mr. Mountbatten-Windsor owes it to the victims to speak out. He has to. To be honest, these people are evil. These people are evil. Look at this. Look at that. Look, that is somebody's daughter. And you can see from the figure, it's a young girl. And who is that sat at the back? That looks like Jeffrey Epstein. This is the guy saying, oh, I met him only a couple of times. And then once I discovered that he was doing, what are you doing there? The lady who said that the picture, this one, was AI generated. The lady who said this was AI generated. What about this one then? What about this one? Is this one also AI generated? And who is that girl on the floor? Who is that young girl on the floor? And from the way the young girl is on the floor, it shows that she is just there like a tool. She is there like a slave. These people need to be held. These people need to be, we need to get them. A photograph appearing to show Mr. Mountbatten. Oh, they've taken the prints. Mr. Mountbatten-Windsor crouched over an unidentified woman, which was released in the latest disclosure of files linked to Epstein. Oh, they've taken, he's no longer a prince. So it's Mr. Mountbatten now. Okay, Mr. Mountbatten has vehemently denied any wrongdoing. These people are evil. Speaking to reports at a supermarket in South London on Wednesday, Miss Reeves, the former prince, has got a lot of questions to answer on a whole range of issues. I think he owes it to the victims of Epstein and his associates to come forward and give much more information about what he knew around the treatment of young women and girls. And these people, do they really have kids? Do they really have young girls? Do they have young girls? And over there in the United States, nobody has been held accountable because they are all protecting each other. And the Republican Party is doing whatever. The issue with is they will not succeed. They have the majority in Congress. But once it's going to shift hand, everything will come out. They are trying now to destroy the evidence. They are burning everything down. But there will be a whistleblower. There will certainly be a whistleblower. This is crazy. We keep watching and we keep expecting that anybody who was involved in these heinous crimes should go to jail. Last time, what's her name? Pam Bondi said if everybody who was involved is persecuted, is held accountable, like the economy is going to crash, let the economy crash. When it crashes, it's going to be rebuilt again. But you cannot erase what these girls they went through. We've had economic depression before, and we came back stronger. But what these girls went through, those who have taken their life, they can never come back. Anyway, people, I'm expecting to read your comments, and I'm also hoping that you guys are going to smash that subscription button. I'm also hoping that most of you are going to put on the notification bell. Our goal is to hit that 100 subs, and I believe we are going to do that. Let's keep watching. I think we just have to give all our attention to this Jeffrey Epstein file, especially people like us who have we have daughters. We need to pay attention to this because there are evil men out there. There are evil men out there. I'll see you guys on the next one. Stay safe. Make sure, by the way, that you also go to my YouTube fitness page, which I'm still trying to build, and show me your support. Because, you know, fitness is key. Health is wealth. That's the only thing that nobody can ever take away from you when you look after yourself. I'll see you guys, and I'm out. DB Unfiltered, DB Banner King.